You wake up every morning with plans, and every night you go to sleep with excuses. You say you want discipline, you say you want money, you say you want power, you say you want respect, but your mind does not obey you. It negotiates, it delays, it distracts, it seduces you with comfort. And here is the brutal truth most people will never admit. Your mind is not your ally, not yet. It is a wild force, an animal, a survival machine shaped by fear, pleasure, memory, and pain. It does not care about your dreams. It cares about safety. It cares about immediate reward. It cares about avoiding discomfort. And if you do not dominate it, it will dominate you. Niccolò Machiavelli understood something most modern minds refuse to accept. Power is never given, it is taken. And that includes power over yourself. You want your mind to obey you? Then stop trying to motivate it. Start ruling it. Understand this first. Your mind runs on conditioning. It repeats what is rewarded. It avoids what is punished. It clings to what feels safe. When you procrastinate and feel relief, your brain learns delay equals safety. When you scroll and feel dopamine, your brain learns distraction equals pleasure. When you avoid confrontation and feel comfort, your brain learns silence equals protection. And slowly, without noticing, you become a servant to your own nervous system. This is not weakness, it is biology. But biology can be reprogrammed. The first principle of mental domination is this: awareness before control. You cannot command what you do not observe. Right now, your thoughts appear automatic. They feel like you, but they are not you. They are patterns, scripts, echoes of old fears and old rewards. The moment you separate yourself from your thoughts, you create space. Instead of "I am lazy," it becomes "I am experiencing resistance." Instead of "I am scared," it becomes "My body is triggering protection." This subtle shift is power, because once you see that thoughts are events, not identity, you stop being enslaved by them. Your mind says, "Stay in bed." You answer, "Interesting." Your mind says, "You're not ready." You answer, "Noted." You do not argue. You do not panic. You observe. This creates psychological distance, and distance weakens impulse. Most people fail here. They fight their thoughts emotionally. They try to crush them with motivation. But force without structure creates backlash. You are not here to scream at your mind. You are here to train it. And training requires repetition, consequence, and clarity. Imagine your mind as a powerful but undisciplined soldier. If you give inconsistent orders, it becomes confused. If you reward disobedience, it becomes arrogant. If you tolerate weakness, it becomes dominant. So you begin with clarity. Clear commands, not "I should work out more," but "Every day at 6 a.m., I train." No negotiation. Not "I'll try to focus," but from 8 to 10, phone off. Work only. Vagueness is weakness. Precision is authority. Your nervous system respects certainty. Now comes the second principle. Remove negotiation. Negotiation is where most dreams die. You wake up. Your alarm rings. Your mind says 5 more minutes. You negotiate. That negotiation teaches your brain something dangerous. Your commands are optional. If a king gives orders that can be debated, he is no king. From this moment forward, understand this rule. The first command must be obeyed. If you say you will stand up when the alarm rings, you stand up. No discussion. The discomfort you feel in that moment is not physical pain. It is the death of your old identity. And identity fights back. Because your current identity is built around comfort loops, around predictable behavior, around emotional safety. To train your mind to obey you, you must create a new identity. I am someone who does what he says. Not sometimes, always. This is how psychological authority is built internally. Small wins, ruthless consistency. You do not start with extreme discipline. You start with non-negotiable micro-commands. Make your bed immediately. Cold water on your face. 10 push-ups. These are not about fitness. They are about dominance. Each completed command strengthens the neural pathway of obedience. Your brain begins to associate action with certainty, and certainty is addictive. Now understand something deeper. Your mind obeys emotion faster than logic. You can logically explain why you should work harder. It will not care. But if you attach pain to inaction and pride to discipline, it begins to shift. Humans are driven by two forces: avoid pain, pursue pleasure. Right now, comfort feels pleasurable. Effort feels painful. Reverse that. When you skip your work, do not allow comfort. Add consequence. No entertainment, no social media, no rewards. Make disobedience expensive. When you complete your task, allow pride. Acknowledge it. Feel it fully. Let your body register that discipline equals reward. Over time, your nervous system rewires. You begin to crave completion. You begin to feel uneasy when you delay. That is when control starts forming. But here is the hidden layer: fear. Most disobedience is rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. Your mind resists action because action exposes you. If you never try, you never fail. If you never speak, you are never rejected. If you never risk, you never lose. So your brain protects your ego. Understand this clearly. Resistance is protection. When you feel that heavy weight before starting something important, that is not laziness. That is fear disguised as comfort. So you do not fight it blindly. You interrogate it. What am I afraid of? Bring it to light. When fear becomes specific, it becomes smaller. I am afraid I will fail. Good. Failing is data. I am afraid people will judge me. Good. Judgment is unavoidable. Your mind loses power when you face its warnings calmly. Now we go deeper. Your brain runs on identity confirmation. If you believe, even unconsciously, I am inconsistent, your behavior will align with that. If you believe, I struggle with discipline, your actions will validate it. Your subconscious seeks consistency more than success. So you must change the internal narrative. Not through fantasy, through proof. Each time you obey your own commands, say it internally. This is who I am. When you wake up on time, I am disciplined. When you finish what you started, I am relentless. These are not affirmations. They are confirmations. And the brain believes what it sees repeatedly. Now tension will rise. Because the old you will resist the new structure. You will feel boredom. You will feel irritability. You will feel the urge to sabotage. That is withdrawal. You are withdrawing from chaos. You are withdrawing from dopamine spikes. You are withdrawing from emotional drama. And your system will crave its old stimulation. Do not interpret this as failure. Interpret it as adaptation. This is where most people collapse. They mistake discomfort for misalignment. But discomfort is growth. Your nervous system is expanding its tolerance. Discipline increases pain tolerance, emotional resilience, focus capacity. Each time you push through resistance without drama, you increase your threshold. And once your threshold increases, ordinary distractions lose power. Now understand something strategic. Environment shapes obedience. If your phone is next to you while working, your mind will test you. If junk food is in your house, your mind will negotiate. Remove triggers, make discipline easier than distraction, silence notifications, designate work zones, prepare meals in advance. Structure removes the need for constant willpower. Willpower is unreliable, systems are not. The Prince teaches that stability is maintained not by hope, but by structure and controlled force. Apply that internally. You do not hope you will focus. You engineer focus. Now let us address impulse control. Impulses are time-sensitive waves. They rise, they peak, they fall. Most people act at the peak. You will train yourself to pause. When you feel the urge to check your phone, wait 60 seconds. Just observe. The intensity will drop. This teaches your brain a powerful lesson. Urges are temporary, you are permanent. Over time, this creates separation between stimulus and response, and in that separation lies freedom. Another principle, energy management. Your mind obeys better when your body is strong. Sleep deprivation weakens impulse control. Poor nutrition destabilizes mood. Lack of movement increases anxiety. You cannot command a chaotic nervous system. Train your body to support your mind. Lift weights, walk daily, hydrate, sleep with discipline. This is not self-care. This is strategy. Now we enter the emotional battlefield. There will be days when you do not feel motivated, days when everything feels heavy, days when doubt whispers louder than ambition. On those days, remember this: obedience is not emotional, it is behavioral. You do not need to feel powerful to act powerful. Action creates emotion, not the other way around. When you move despite doubt, you send a message: I am in control. And control reduces anxiety, because anxiety thrives in uncertainty. When you become predictable to yourself, you become stable, and stability creates confidence. Now listen carefully. Do not aim to control every thought. That is impossible. Aim to control your actions regardless of thought. Your mind can scream, you still act. Your mind can complain, you still execute. Eventually it becomes quieter. Not because you silenced it, but because it learned you do not obey it anymore. And when your mind realizes you are serious, truly serious, it adapts. The human brain is plastic. It reshapes itself around repeated behavior. You are not stuck with your current mental habits. You are reinforcing them daily. Change the reinforcement. Change the identity. Change the outcome. But understand this final layer for now. Power over the mind is built in solitude, when no one is watching, when no one is applauding, when there is no external validation. If you rely on praise, your obedience will collapse when alone. So you train in silence. You wake up early when no one knows. You work hard when no one sees. You resist temptation without posting about it. That is real control. And slowly, something shifts. You stop feeling like a victim of your moods. You stop feeling controlled by impulses. You begin to sense an internal authority, calm, stable, unshakable, not loud, not dramatic, but firm. Your mind still speaks, but now it listens. Now the real test begins, because the moment you start gaining control, life will push back. Pressure reveals hierarchy. When everything is calm, anyone can appear disciplined. But when you are tired, insulted, stressed, tempted, and emotionally provoked, that is when your true authority is tested. This is where most people relapse, not because they forgot the rules, but because emotion hijacks structure. So understand this clearly. Emotional control is the highest level of mental obedience. Your mind does not only resist effort, it reacts to threat. Someone disrespects you, anger rises, someone ignores you. Insecurity rises, something fails, doubt rises, and in those moments, your nervous system demands immediate action. Attack, defend, escape, explain. But power lies in delay. The ability to pause when provoked is psychological dominance. Your first instinct is rarely strategic. It is primitive. When anger spikes, your body floods with chemicals preparing for combat. Your heart rate increases, your breathing shifts, your perception narrows. If you act here, you act as an animal. If you pause, you act as a ruler. Create a rule for yourself. No emotional reaction within the first 10 seconds. Breathe. Observe the sensation. Feel the heat without moving. This builds what warriors once mastered: internal stillness under fire. Most people are not destroyed by external enemies. They are destroyed by internal reactions. You do not lose opportunities because of lack of talent. You lose them because of impatience. You do not lose relationships because of logic. You lose them because of ego spikes. You do not lose power because you are weak. You lose it because you are reactive. The disciplined mind is slow to react and fast to execute. Remember that. Now we go deeper into identity restructuring. Earlier, you began building the identity of someone who obeys his own commands. Now you evolve it. You become someone who chooses responses deliberately. This is how psychological evolution happens. Stage 1, you are controlled by impulses. Stage 2, you become aware of impulses. Stage 3, you delay impulses. Stage 4, you choose responses strategically. Most never pass stage 1. You are moving beyond it. But here is the hidden trap: ego disguised as discipline. As you gain control, you may begin to feel superior. You may judge others for their lack of structure. You may become rigid. This is dangerous. True mental dominance is calm, not arrogant. It does not need validation. It does not need to prove itself. It moves in silence. Your discipline is for you, not for display. Now let us confront the darkest opponent inside your mind, self-doubt. It does not disappear when you become disciplined. It becomes more subtle. Instead of "you can't do this," it becomes "is this really worth it?" Instead of "you are not capable," it becomes "maybe you should slow down." Doubt adapts, so you must develop a relationship with uncertainty. Understand this. Certainty is an illusion. Even the most powerful figures in history move without guarantees. Niccolò Machiavelli wrote about fortune, the unpredictable force that shapes outcomes. But he also emphasized virtù, personal strength, adaptability, boldness. You cannot control fortune. You can control preparation. When doubt appears, you respond with action, not argument. Action dissolves doubt faster than reassurance. If you question your ability, work. If you question your direction, study. If you question your strength, train. Movement stabilizes the mind. Now we address mental endurance. Short bursts of discipline are easy. Sustained discipline is rare. The brain loves novelty. It craves new stimulation. So routines eventually feel boring, and boredom feels like stagnation. But boredom is mastery. When you can execute without excitement, you become unstoppable. This is where professionals separate from amateurs. The amateur waits to feel inspired. The professional executes on schedule. Train yourself to respect the schedule more than your mood. Your calendar becomes law. If it says 7 p.m. work session, you show up. If it says 5 a.m. training, you rise. Not because you feel like it, because you decided. Decision removes chaos. Every time you follow through, you strengthen neural credibility. Your brain starts trusting you. Yes, trusting you, because inconsistency breaks internal trust. When you promise action and fail repeatedly, your subconscious stops believing your commands. But when you execute consistently, even in small matters, your internal trust rebuilds. And when self-trust is high, confidence becomes natural. Confidence is not loud. It is quiet certainty built on evidence. Now let us discuss fear of long-term commitment. Many people sabotage their growth because they secretly fear permanence. If you fully commit to discipline, your old identity dies. Old habits, old circles, old comfort. Growth demands isolation at times, and the mind resists isolation. It prefers belonging over evolution, so it whispers, "Relax a little. Don't change too much. You're becoming too intense." But evolution requires friction. You must be willing to outgrow environments that no longer align with your discipline. This does not mean arrogance, it means boundaries. Boundaries are psychological armor. You protect your time, you protect your focus, you protect your energy. Energy is currency. Every distraction is a withdrawal. Every emotional drama is a tax. Guard your reserves. Now let's confront something even deeper, the addiction to comfort. Comfort is seductive because it feels safe. But prolonged comfort weakens mental muscle. You must deliberately train discomfort tolerance, cold showers, difficult conversations, public speaking, challenging workouts, financial risk calculated carefully. Each controlled exposure to discomfort expands your capacity, and capacity equals power. When your tolerance for discomfort increases, fear loses leverage. Most people avoid growth because it feels uncomfortable. You seek it. That reversal changes everything. Now understand this advanced principle. Your mind obeys clarity of vision. If your goals are vague, your discipline weakens. Why suffer if the destination is blurry? So define clearly. What are you building? Who are you becoming? What standards are non-negotiable? Write them, refine them, memorize them. Your vision must be emotionally charged. Not just "I want success," but why? To prove what? To escape what? To build what? To become who? Emotion fuels endurance. Without emotional attachment, discipline becomes mechanical and collapses under pressure. Now we address the battlefield of comparison. Your mind will compare you constantly, to friends, to competitors, to strangers online. Comparison triggers insecurity or arrogance. Both destabilize focus. The disciplined mind competes with yesterday. Nothing else. External comparison wastes energy. Your only metric, am I stronger than last month? Am I sharper than last year? Am I more controlled than before? This internal scoreboard stabilizes identity. Now imagine this scenario. You have trained for months. You wake up early. You execute consistently. You control impulses. And suddenly, a major setback hits. Financial loss, public failure, betrayal, unexpected crisis. This is the final test, because it will tempt you to abandon structure, to spiral, to numb yourself. But here is the rule. Structure is most important during chaos. When emotions spike, double down on routine. Wake up anyway, train anyway, work anyway. Routine becomes your anchor. It prevents emotional storms from becoming identity collapse. Strong minds are not those who avoid falling. They are those who refuse to stay down. And resilience is built before crisis, not during. Every disciplined day is preparation for unpredictable storms. Now listen carefully. There will come a moment, subtle, quiet, when you notice something different. You wake up before the alarm. You finish tasks without internal argument. You face discomfort without drama. You remain calm during insult. You delay gratification automatically. That is when obedience becomes natural. Your mind no longer resists every command because it recognizes hierarchy. You are in charge. And here is the final transformation. When your mind obeys you, fear becomes information, not limitation. Doubt becomes signal, not paralysis. Emotion becomes energy, not chaos. You begin to move strategically. You respond instead of react. You build instead of complain. You execute instead of fantasize. This is mental sovereignty, not perfection, not emotionless existence, but controlled intensity. You still feel, you still think, you still experience fear, but none of it commands you. You command yourself. And once you master that, external power becomes easier, because the world cannot manipulate a person who has conquered his own impulses. The world cannot distract a person who respects his own time. The world cannot intimidate a person who tolerates discomfort. Power begins internally. Niccolò Machiavelli understood political power, but the greater conquest is personal dominion. Most people attempt to control circumstances. Few control themselves. Be among the few. Train daily. Respond deliberately. Protect your energy. Respect your word. Execute without drama. Embrace discomfort. Move in silence. And remember this above all. Your mind is a tool, a powerful one, but tools do not rule the craftsman. From this moment forward, it obeys.